What's up, guys? Andrew here, back with another training vlog. Hope you guys got a chance to check out the first one. So I'm trying out different formats of how these vlogs go, just to kind of keep it more interesting. I feel like I talked a lot in the first one with not enough video, so definitely keep it more video oriented instead of just me talking the whole time. But for those that don't know yet, I have been officially certified through the CPPS, or I am now a certified physical preparedness specialist. So James Smith, Joe Franco, if you guys are watching this, thank you so much for putting together an awesome course. I learned a lot, and I'm very excited to implement everything that I've learned from you guys into my own training, into my clients' training too. So awesome, that I got that last Thursday, so definitely helped. It definitely made my day, made my week, so it was awesome. So this routine is what I like to call an active recovery day. So when it comes to training, it's a lot different than just working out. When you just go to work out, you're working out for the purpose of being really tired, being really sweaty, almost feeling nauseated afterwards, like almost crawling out of the gym. That's not what you should be going for. The better way to go is to set up a long-term goal and then create a routine based off of what you're trying to do, whether you're trying to hit, trying to get a single pull-up, whether you're trying to squat twice your body weight, whether you're trying to bench your own body weight. An exercise routine should be based off of one or two primary goals, and then you would just trickle down into how you're going to achieve that goal. So I'm not a gigantic advocate of working out every single day. However, I think everybody should be moving every single day. So for me, I've been following the conjugate system for a while. It requires 2 max effort days and 2 dynamic days, but at least 2 other days during the week, I do like to get some lighter, smaller workouts in that don't really beat me up, that don't necessarily challenge me, but it keeps me moving, it keeps my heart rate up, it keeps my blood flow going, it gets a good sweat, and you just feel 10 to 100 times better after you're done than when you first walked into the gym to begin. So this workout I got off of Westside Barbell. I think they posted it as like a posterior chain prehab day, and it was off their Instagram page. And I don't advocate picking workouts off of Instagram, because they're not all the workouts are going to be based off what you want to do. Like, it shouldn't be as randomized, but that's where you're gonna have to use your own common sense and knowledge into if this routine makes sense for what you're trying to do. So the fact that this was a posterior chain prehab day, and that I am trying to get stronger myself, and I do want to keep my back healthy and strong and stable, this routine made the most sense for me to do. And this is a routine that I think I'm going to continue to do more consistently week by week. So first off, start off, after like a lightish warm up, it's said to do sled walks, 60 yards 12 times, holding on to a medicine ball. But at my gym, I don't have that heavy of medicine balls, and I don't have like a sled there. I have the Butcher, or like a Prowler sled, but it's like the Westside Barbell type of sled, or Prowler sled. So instead, I did sled marches followed by sled drag. So the marches, I'm really trying to drive my foot down as hard as I can to the ground, using more of a positive shin angle, and I'm really trying to contract my glutes and hamstrings really tight with every single step. And then coming back, I had the straps and I had my arms straight, and I was dragging the sled. Not only was I trying to contract my glutes and hamstrings, I was also trying to really extend my knee and really try to get the quad muscles around my knee to really contract too. So it's also really good knee prehab if you're going to do, if you have any sort of knee tendonitis problems or patellar tendonitis. Doing backward sled drags, putting more of an emphasis on extending that knee and squeezing around that knee, can help get those muscles around it to be stronger, so that way that patellar tendon doesn't always tug, and that way you won't develop tendonitis down the road. So I did that, I think it was 10 times actually, down and back 10 times. So after I got done with that, I hit reverse hypers. So for this setup for reverse hypers, it was about, I believe it was 20% of my perceived 1 rep max on a back squat. So I calculated about 450. I still believe, even though I'm constantly rotating exercises, or for my max lifts, I can confidently hit 450 on a regular, low bar competition back squat. So I think it came out to about 90 pounds, and it said for me to do 3 sets of 60 reps. And yes, it was 60 reps. However, I think I was only able to get to 50 because my low back definitely needs some strengthening. So for those 3 sets, I was able to do 3 sets, 50 reps, but I put a really strong emphasis on squeezing my lower back. You know, trying to get my spinal erectors to really engage and pump up full of blood. So that way it gets in the muscles around there. So that way it signals to it that it can take on stress down the road and it can build a more sturdier foundation for it. So, and that's, you know, this is another topic for another day, but if you have, you know, chronic back tightness, you know, low back tightness and pain, it's never a good idea to stay away from it. You know, people all the time, you know, they don't want to do anything that can trigger it in the lower back, but you have to train it. Like, you have to get it to learn what it's like to take on some sort of resistance. So that way, God forbid, you are in a position where you do have to use your lower back, it's going to be strong enough to be able to withstand that type of, you know, load it's getting put on. So it's never a good idea to not use it. You know, movement is medicine. You just have to find constructive ways to engage it. So the reverse hypers, you know, back extensions work great for it. So I was able to do that. And then it called for me to hit 3 sets of 100 reps of banded hamstring curls. So I know it's a crazy amount of reps, but, you know, the burn, I guess you can say, doesn't really kick in until about, you know, reps 60 or 70. I mean, it's all good because it helps build elastic energy, where it's getting not just, you know, so much the muscle, but the connective tissues, the tendons, the ligaments deep inside. So that way they build up alongside with the muscle that you're trying to build up too, because, you know, soft tissue doesn't build as quickly as muscle. You know, you see guys who are gigantic and big because all they do is train a muscle, but then you end up getting hurt all the time because they're not training their tendons and ligaments. So you definitely want to do some soft tissue care, and, you know, band work is one of the great ways to do it because you can do ultra high reps and it helps really get deep inside that muscle or to the soft tissue. So once that was done, I actually hit reverse hypers again, but this time I put more of a glute emphasis on it. So for this, it actually called for me to hit 2 sets of 80 reps at 30% of my 1 rep max, but by that time, my entire backside was just taxed. I couldn't get to the whole amount of reps, but that's just something that I need to work up on myself. So I only did 2 sets of 50. I didn't record that because, you know, you see me do reverse hypers all the time. You get what I'm referring to, but this time instead of squeezing my back, I squeezed my glutes more. So to finish off, I'm really trying to build up my trunk. So I did weighted leg raises, you know, hang off from a chair. I put a 15-pound dumbbell between my feet, really kind of concentrate on my hip flexors and especially my lower abdominals. So that was 3 sets of 30 reps. And I actually supersetted it with just some light seated cable rows just to add on more back volume. And of course, you know, I've touched on it in the past, you want to train your back religiously. You know, to me, you know, not only do I love training back, you know, training back is one of those things where, you know, it makes everything go around. It makes your squat better, makes your bench better, makes your deadlift better. So if there's one certain muscle group that I will say to train consistently, it's definitely your back. And of course, you know, make sure you find ways to help train the posterior chain almost twice, maybe even 3 times as much as you do training the muscles in the front. So again, active recovery, you know, try to fit in at least twice a week. You know, it doesn't have to be this workout. It can be any sort of workout where it's light enough where it's not beating the hell out of you, but you're still, you know, breaking some sort of sweat, you know, getting some muscles to engage. And it's just that. You just got to find smart ways to move. Working hard's great, but so is working smarter too. Actually, work smarter. Work way smarter. So I hope you guys liked it. You know, if you guys liked it, you know, drop a comment below, subscribe, you know what to do. Peace.